I would like to invite Mrs. Monica to invite the Maha Sangha for Vassa. I invite to devotees to offer requisites that you all already prepared for Maha Sangha.
As the first event of the ceremony, to administer the 5 precepts, we respectfully invite the Most Venerable Verapitiye Devananda Thera, the President of International Institute of Theravada.
Okasa Mayam Bhante Tisaranena Satthin Panchasilang Dhammang Yachami Anuggaham Katva Silang Detha Me Bhante Dutiyampi Aham Bhante Tisaranena Satthin Panchasilang Dhammang Yachami Anuggaham Katva Silang Detha Me Bhante Tatiyampi Aham Bhante Tisaranena Saddhin Panchasilang Dhammang Yachami Anuggaham Katva Silang Detha Me Bhante Anukampam Upadaya Yamaham Vadami Tang Vadetha Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Tun saraya kiyanna Buddhang saranang gacchami Dhammang saranang gacchami Sanghang saranang gacchami Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami Saranaгаmanang sampunnang Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami Adinnādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami Kāmesu miccācārā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami Surameraya majjapamādātthāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami Tisaranena saddhiṃ pañcasīlaṃ dhammaṃ sādhukaṃ surakkhitāṃ kattvā appamādena sampādē tabbaṃ.
So the next event of the ceremony is offering the lodgings, offering the kutis to the Maha Sangha. Let me read the names of the donors. Kuti number 10 is donated by Indonesian devotees. So on behalf of the devotees, we invite Mr. Lal to offer the kutis. Mr. Premanath to offer the kuti behalf of the Indonesian devotees. And kuti number 11 is donated by Dr. Ryan Nong, dedicating the merits to his belated mother, Tran Thi Kui, and his belated father, Nong Wen Hang. So we invite Mr. Premanath, Mr. Premanath to offer that kuti behalf of Dr. Ryan Nong. And kuti number 12 is donated by Hannah Tran and Seale Amarameda and family from USA. We invite Mr. Premanath to offer that kuti behalf of Hannah Tran and the family. Kuti number 18 is donated by Mr. Lloyd Tron from USA. We invite Mr. Indika Gunatilaka to offer that kuti behalf of Mr. Lloyd Tron, kuti number 18. And kuti number 19 is also donated by Mr. Lloyd Tron from USA. Kuti number 20 is also donated by Mr. Lloyd Tron from USA. Kuti number 21 is also donated by Mr. Lloyd Tron from USA. So all of them, all those kutis will be offered to the Maha Sangha by Mr. Indika Gunatilaka, behalf of Mr. Lloyd Tron. Kuti number PK1 is donated by Mr. Lloyd Tron from USA. PK2 is also donated by Mr. Lloyd Tron from USA. PK3 is also donated by Mr. Lloyd Tron from USA. And the last kuti, PK4, is also donated by Mr. Lloyd Tron from USA. So all those kutis, all together, 8 kutis are donated by Mr. Lloyd Tron from USA. So we appreciate your contribution to the sasana. So all of those, all of these donations of Lloyd Tron are coordinated by Kim O Nyung. So we appreciate her as. So we appreciate her as well. We respectfully invite Venerable Dodanduwe Obhasa to lead this Kuti Puja event.
May I get the permission from Maha Sangha and dear kind meritorious devotees? So this is the occasion for offering of Kuti Senasana. We call the lodgings or the accommodations for the Maha Sangha. So we are going to offer these all the lodgings, accommodations or the Kuti Senasana to the Maha Sangha by using the Pali sentences and the Sinhala and English in these three languages. So determine by yourselves these all the offerings will be a great help. May this will be helpful for the Maha Sangha, for these all venerables to learn Dhamma and have a very good level of Dhamma education. And by practicing the Buddha's admonishments, may the venerables, may the Maha Sangha achieve the access absorptions, access concentrations, absorption concentrations, and all the insight knowledges and all the paths and fruitions, and may all the venerables achieve the ultimate liberation. So I would like to inform the foreign devotees who have built these kutis for the Maha Sangha, for the venerables. So we are going to offer these all kutis. Sometimes the devotees, the single devotee or a group of devotees might have offered several kutis, but we are reciting the sentences by using one kuti. So may you all focus or contemplate about your all the multiple kutis at once, and please keep your all the wishes come true, and keep all the and may you wish and may you attain all the wishes until your ultimate Nibbana. So all the foreign devotees who have joined with us in this moment, please recite the wordings after I say in Pali and English. Please recite by the foreign venerables. May we get the permission. We hereby offer this Kuti Senasana to the Maha Sangha for the easy consumption for the second time. We hereby offer this Kuti Senasana, which is built by us, to the Maha Sangha for their easy consumption for the third time. We hereby offer this Kuti Senasana, which is built by us, to the Maha Sangha for their easy consumption. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May this great merit be a great cause for all the devotees who have offered these all the Sangha lodgings or the accommodations, Kuti Senasana. May these merits will be a great cause to achieve all the vicious paths and fruitions, and may this will be a great cause to achieve the ultimate liberation. Sadhu, sadhu.
The main road from the gate to the main office building is offered by Mr. Tharindu Disanayak and his family in dedication to the memory of his beloved grandfather, late Digoda Gamage Peter. This road, by the merits gained by this endeavor, may it better his afterlife, better Digoda Gamage Peter's afterlife, ultimately culminating in Nibbana. Mr. Tharindu Disanayak and his family can offer the offer the road by reciting the following statement by English. We offer this road to the Maha Sangha from all the four quarters for the convenient usage of honorable monks as an assistance to their spiritual growth. For the second time, we offer this road to the Maha Sangha from all the four quarters for the convenient usage of honorable monks as an assistance to their spiritual growth. For the third time, we offer this road to the Maha Sangha from all the four quarters for the convenient usage of honorable monks as an assistance for their spiritual growth. As the next event, we respectfully invite when most venerable Vatagoda Maggavihari Thera, the Vice President of the International Institute of Theravada, to deliver the Dhamma talk.
නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස පුඤ්ඤංචේ පුරිසෝ කෛරා කෛරාතේ තං පුනප්පුනං Tamhi chandang kairat sukho punyas uchayoti. May I get the permission from the Maha Sangha led by our most venerable Lokuswami Maharse to give some words for the devotees who have participated in this whole meritorious activities. So today, all of us have participated in various meritorious activities which are of great merit. The significant, the event was organized for the invitation of Vassa, done by Miss Monica and his family. And then we also offered Sugata Chevara, a robe fitting to the Buddha, and then 30 wooden kutis that are already occupied by monks, and then 2 chankamanas, walking meditation paths, tracks, and then a road, access road from the gate till the future main building of IIT. So once if I start from begin my talk with the Gatha, the verse I uttered in the beginning to initiate my talk, this was delivered by the Buddha to a deity, female deity or goddess called Laja. Laja is a name for we can call it popcorns in today's language. Ancient popcorns of those days, something which was fried. Because a young lady once met most venerable Maha Kassapa on his way to collect Indapata. She was delighted seeing the Mahatera and offered what she had. She had very little amount of popcorns and she offered it to the Mahatera, and she was highly delighted. She was over the moon. Then, unfortunately, on that same spot, as soon as Mahatera left the premises, a snake bit her and she instantly died. That was a karma, a good deed that she had done close to death. We call it death proximity karma, astanna karma. And as a result of this karma, she was born among the deities, and she was known as Laja, since she became a deity offering Laja, which was the popcorns. So after being a deity, she recalled what was the reason for all my glory or the luxuries that I have attained. Then she found out it was nothing but offering a small amount of popcorns to most venerable Mahatera Mahakassapa. Then she thought it's better that I would constantly do merits for this Mahatera and do devotees duties and also offerings constantly. So what she did was she came to the Mahathera's kuti in the early morning before the dawn, and she did all the cleaning around the kuti, prepared everything. Mahathera, early morning when he woke up, he saw the kuti has been cleaned, and he was a bit surprised and he was a bit confused who has done this. And he thought maybe it was a Samanera or maybe it was done by a certain Upasaka, a lay devotee. But since this happened for 2-3 days, one day, he woke up very early and watched who is doing this. And he found out it was done by a female deity. They were female deity, Devi. Then Thera was bit concerned about the issue because he know in future he would be accused of getting duties done by a female, since it is not appropriate for monks to have close association with them. So then Mahathera instructed the deity to leave the premises and not to come again. It was a very strong order that he gave. The deity the female Laja was very saddened by this event. She cried and she said, "Don't do this. Let me do my merits and accumulate this. Because I require merits for my sansara." Maha Kassapa was very strict, rigid on his stance. And she kept on, in the sky, she kept on crying while Mahathera insisted that she leave instantly. So the Buddha saw this, the enlightened one, the blessed one saw this event. He was happy about Maha Kassapa because Maha Kassapa was protecting his own sila as a monk. That was his duty. But Laja was also concerned and saddened because she is losing the opportunity to do merits. So while praising Maha Kassapa in his mind, appreciating his act, the Buddha, uttered the verse staying from Mahajetavana, emitting some rays through his powers. So he uttered the Gatha. Punyante puriso kaira, kaira tenang punapunang. So if a lady or a man does any merits, he or she or they should not be satisfied with what they have done. They should always keep in mind that we haven't done enough merits and repeat the good deeds. And whenever they don't have the opportunity to do merits, they should incline themselves, or their mind should be inclined towards good merits. When am I going to give a dana? When I am going to practice sila? So this inclination is very important. The reason is sukho punyassa uchchayo. Accumulating merits is a reason, a cause for the happiness. So today, as a continuation of your merits, many meritorious deeds were done on a single day. The first invitation was made for Maha Sangha to spend their Vassa in this premises. So what does it mean by inviting for Vassa? According to the calendar, Indian calendar, and also which is also followed in Sri Lanka, in the South Asian countries, there are 3 seasons per year. That is the summer, Gimhana, winter, Hemanta, and rainy season, Vassana. Each season comprises 4 months. So, inviting for rains means out of the 4 months of the rainy season, monks are supposed to enter a retreat, a certain practice for 3 months. It can either be the first 3 months or the last 3 months. If we enter the Vassa in the first 3 months, that is first, second, third months. If it is entered in the last season, last phase, that is second, third, and fourth months. Second, third, and fourth. So in Pali we call Purimika and Pachimika, the first early rains and the late rains. Inviting for Vassa means asking the monks to spend the Vassa in a certain place and dedicating ourselves or determining ourselves to support the monks throughout these 3 months of rainy season or rains retreat. That is called invitation, inviting for Vassa. So during the Buddha's, while the Buddha was alive, once there was a accusation happening within the society towards monks. The reason was monks usually wander here and there for their practice. That is one of the basic attributes of monk life, wandering. So some are even called wandering ascetics because of this practice. So when they wander, go here and there during the rainy season, it was harmful for the new plants that were coming forth due to the rain. And it also resulted in killing or harming, not intentionally, but the destruction of certain living beings, small creatures. So the people accused as samanas who are concerned about the living beings, it's better that monks do not wander during the rainy season. So due to this accusation, the Buddha promulgated a rule, laid a rule saying that monks should abide in the rainy season, should abide in one place for the 3 months during the rainy season, either first 3 months or the last 3 months. So today, as a result of the wholesome inclination of Miss Monica, which had been in her mind since long time, to invite a considerable number of monks. Today she invited more than 60 monks to spend the Vassa in the premises of International Institute of Theravada. So she has invited the monks to spend there, and she has decided to support the monks throughout these 3 months in her capacity. So the monks would be able to follow the Dhamma path easily. So I wish all the best to Monica, Mrs. Monica and her family, and all the friends who are supporting, that may you be able to keep your sila well, especially during the Vassa period, and also to support the monks as you have decided. And may you be able to fulfill a great amount of parami for your liberation. And also may the monks who are supported by you will be able to follow their practice smoothly, so all of you may be able to attain the nirvana soon. So today there was another special event took place, offering a robe to the Buddha. And this robe was special. It was made fitting to the size of the Buddha. According to the teachings that we have, Buddha is said to be of a large scale in his body size than the Sanghavas. And there were few other monks who also looked like the Buddha. One was famous Maha Kassapa. Some of you have heard that an old lay devotee also misunderstood Maha Kassapa, Buddha to the Maha Kassapa. And another one who looked like similar to Buddha was Nanda, his half brother. He was a very handsome person, and he also had all the 32 marks of the Buddha, of a great man. So from far distance, he looked like, his appearance from the first glance, one would easily misunderstand Nanda to the Buddha. So what happened was, once he wore a robe that was the size of the Buddha's robe, which was quite considerably larger than the robes of other Sanghavas. So while he was walking towards the Sangha, monks thought it was the Buddha who is coming, and they paid respect to Nanda, thinking it was the Buddha. When found that it was Venerable Nanda, monks starts to rebuke. They start to blame. Why did you wear a robe of the size of the Buddha? Then, knowing this incident, Buddha laid down a rule prohibiting monks from making a robe of the size of the Buddha. Sugata chivara pamanang chivarang khara peya atirekang va chedanakam pachityang. Should a monk make a robe of the size of the Buddha or something extra or larger than that, it entails a pachitya offense, and monk is supposed to cut the extra part and make it fitting to the size of a savaka. So therefore, we monks cannot make a Sugata robe for ourselves. We cannot make a Sugata robe for ourselves. But that doesn't make that you making the Sugata robe entails any fault. No, no, no. This is a rule for the monks. We cannot wear it. We cannot make it for ourselves. We can do it for the Buddha. That's a different case. So this robe, another point is this robe was made out of a special material. The material is called lotus thread. In Myanmar, especially in Shan state, we find this material and we find this robe making. Once you have visited Myanmar, would have remembered in Inle Lake, we find these robes. The speciality of this robe is during the winter, it is said the robe keeps you warm. During the summer, it keeps you cool. I don't know how it happens. So this material is very expensive in Myanmar. Sometimes lay devotees make robes to monks and offer as well. So this was a very expensive material and which is a very special in this regard. So today you have offered a robe for the Buddha in the size that fits him with a material that is very unique. So therefore, all of you, there's a number of devotees who gathered. I'm not going to say the names, but they said the names once. I think that's enough. So all of you have participated in a great, unique merit of offering a robe to the Buddha with the lotus thread. And I wholeheartedly wish that may this merit be a wholesome support, a supportive cause for you to offer robes to a living Buddha in future. A living Buddha, may you be able to offer such robes in future, and may you be able to be able to walk on the path towards Nibbana without any obstacles. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So when the Buddha was alive, in the first phase of his Buddhahood in his life, being a Buddha, after being a Buddha, he had not allowed monks to accept any lodgings, dwellings. Monks were living in forests, some were in caves, and some were under the trees. So once a rich man, a merchant, known as the Setti of Rajagaha. Setti is the most rich person in a country. He is the most influential financial guy. So normally we translate him as the rich man, a merchant. Merchant doesn't mean an ordinary merchant. He is one of the top in a country. Setti, Situvaraya in Sinhalese we call. So once he saw monks coming out from forest, from caves, and he thought, wouldn't it be better that monks have some lodgings with roofs and doors? So then he approached the monks and asked, is it allowed for you to accept lodgings? Then the monk said, so far, Buddha has not given us such an allowance. So can you please ask it from the Buddha on behalf of me? Yes. Then they went and asked the Buddha, requested the Buddha. Actually, they inquired the Buddha. Buddha said, yes. From now onwards, I allow you to accept senasana, lodgings, putis. So when the message was conveyed back to the Setti, the rich man, it is said in Chulla Vaggapali, Senasana Kandaka, that he built 60 wooden kutis, 60 kutis in one night, using his manpower. He had, because he was a very influential person, in one day he built 60 kutis. And then he offered it to the Maha Sangha. And that was the first offering of Kuti Senasana in our Sasana. First offering of Arama was done by King Bimbisara. King Bimbisara just offered a park. There were no lodgings in it. It was just a Arama Puja. It was just a park. First kutis were offered by the rich man of Rajagaha. And when you are offering kutis, according to our Sasana, you are offering everything to a monk. So there was another special event which took place today. That was the offering of lodgings to the Maha Sangha. 30 wooden kutis were offered. 30 wooden kutis. So as I said, the initial offering was done by the rich man of Rajagaha. Then the speciality of this offering is offering kutis is said to be offering everything. What is meant by everything in this regard? When we offer food, we give the strength, physical strength to a monk. But when we offer the kutis, we also give a sort of a strength. Now imagine, if this event was held or conducted without the roof on the top, you would never be able to sit for more than 10 minutes, 20 minutes, right? For surely not more than half an hour. The entire body would end up exhausted. But when we are under a shelter, we can maintain our strength. The energy would be there. So offering kutis is offering energy, physical energy. Offering kutis is equal to offering the complexion, your skin color. Because when we are under the sun, when we stay under the sun, our bodies get faded. So staying under a kuti, staying under a roof, in a roof or in a kuti would eventually make us to be more fair in our skin color. Then offering kutis is offering happiness. Happiness in this regard, comfort. Comfort, because nothing to say, when you are in a properly built kuti, you'll not be affected by adverse weather conditions. You'll not be affected by direct sun rays. We'll be free from mosquito and bites of mosquitoes and dead flies. So likewise, offering kutis is offering comfort. Finally, it's equal to giving comfort to our eyes. Because when we are staying under the sun for a long period, that adversely affects our eyes. Staying in a kuti is very helpful for that. And furthermore, offering kutis is offering the comfort to our practice. Why is that? It avoids distraction. When you are inside the kuti, we get less objects to our mind. So we can very well focus on our Dhamma studies and meditation. So therefore, offering kutis is offering or facilitating a smooth practice to the Maha Sangha. Therefore, in our dispensation, kutis, offering lodgings are considered of a great merit of a great high value. So today, all of you must be happy, should rejoice on your great merit of offering kutis, 30 wooden kutis to the Maha Sangha. So may this merit of offering the kutis to the Maha Sangha, with the help of this merit, may all of us be able to walk on the path towards Nibbana with utmost comfort, utmost ease, and finally attain the liberation as our wishes. So something to mention here, Mr. Loy from USA straightforwardly donated 8 kutis to the Maha Sangha. He has also contributed greatly to other kutis as well. So it's sad that he couldn't visit us today. We couldn't invite him actually. So we also, Maha Sangha, on behalf of the Maha Sangha, I would like to thank him, staying in a faraway country, even not knowing us very well, just respecting or keeping faith on the Buddha Sasana, keeping faith on this institute. He had done a great amount of contribution to the Maha Sangha and for the facilitated Maha Sangha for their studies and practice. And also I would like to mention Miss Kim O Nguyen for her contribution, for her coordination with Mr. Loy, always coordinating with myself and also with the Kshembhumi Sandaya in order to facilitate this donation. So may, especially Mr. Loy and Kim, may both of you be blessed by this merit, and may this be a help, great help for your all wholesome wishes. May all of you be healthy, happy, and especially I would also share my merits, give my blessings to Miss Kim O Nguyen's father. May he live long and may he be healthy all the time. So there was another two special offerings made on this day. That was two Chankamana paths, walking meditation tracks, together with meditation seats were offered to the Maha Sangha. And then there was the road that leads to the main entrance and to the future main building of IIT, which runs beside the Dhanasala. The road was offered to the Maha Sangha. So these two merits are very special because this facilitates the walking meditation of monks. Buddha has mentioned a concentration that is developed in a meditation while walking lasts long, since you are developing your concentration while the body is moving. So that would last for a long period. So moreover, a path to the Maha Sangha was offered by Mr. Tarindu Disanayaka on behalf of his grandfather, Mr. Digoda Gamage Peter. And due to on his request, the Maha Sangha, the monks have, the executive board named this path on behalf, on the name of his grandfather, Digoda Gamage Peter. So whenever the monks, the Maha Sangha is walking on this path, we wholeheartedly wish that Mr. Digoda Peter would rejoice on this merit all the time when the Maha Sangha is walking. And may he accumulate merits by the offering done by his grandson. And then that would help him to walk on the path towards the Nibbana. The path towards Nibbana is the eightfold noble path. Why it is called the path? It is because the reasons for attainment are called Magga, Upaya. Since it is like a path, we call it Magga. The actual meaning is Upaya, the reason for attainment. Since it works like a path or road towards a certain destination, we call it Ariyo Attangiko Maggo, eightfold noble path. So we wholeheartedly wish offering of this road, offering of the Chankamanas may help you to walk on the path towards Nibbana with utmost ease and finally attain the ultimate bliss as you all wish. Especially Mr. Digoda Peter, Gamage Peter, may he attain his final destination, the Nibbana, according to his wishes. And also special thanks, special merits to Mr. Suminder Salpita Korala for coordinating this donation to the Maha Sangha. And so finally, I would like to recall, because it was a long talk in two languages, maybe most of you not be able to capture everything in mind since it's quite long. So we talked about the discourse given to Laja. The instruction was, never be satisfied with your wholesome deeds. Keep on doing it, repeat it all the time. When you don't have an opportunity, incline your mind towards doing merits. Then you all offered, and as a following this advice, Miss Monica, together with his family, offered robes to the Maha Sangha and invited them to spend the Vassa here in these premises. And also 30 wooden kutis were offered to the Maha Sangha. A robe for the Buddha was offered. A robe made out of lotus thread was offered to the Maha Sangha. And 2 Chankamanas and a robe was offered to the Maha Sangha. So all of who donated, participated, everyone who joined this event, who rejoiced on this event, may all of us think, may this merit helps us to gain long life, health, good destinations in samsara and finally attain the liberation as all of us wish. So sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
We respectfully invite the most venerable Verapitiya Devananda Thera to share merits and deliver the blessings.
Idang wo nyati nang hotu sukita hontu. Idang wo nyati nang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang wo nyati nang hotu sukita. Ettavata cangam hehi sambhatam punya sampadang. Sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Akasattha ca bummattha devanaga. Punyantang anumoditva chiran rakkantu sambuddha sasanang. Chirang rakkantu sambuddha desanang. Chirang rakkantu sambuddha savakang. Imina punya kammena mame bala. Satan samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya. Imina punya kammena mame bala samagamo. Satan samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya. Imina punya kammena mame bala. Satan samagamo hotu yava nibbana. Idam me punya kammang asavakkaya. Idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu. Idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu. Sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabba rogo vinasatu mate bhavattvantarayo sukhi digha. Abhivadana silissa niccang uddhapacayino cattaro dhamma vaddanti ayuvanno sukham balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti ato nibbana sampatti iminate samijjatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.